Just some random guy. It's a street, not a random driveway, but that's where it is. Carburetor decided to leak fuel everywhere. It's a 1968 Plymouth Valiant. It's got a slant 6 under the hood. I've had this car for a couple years. Very reliable. I just put a new fuel filter in and it decided to leak everywhere. Tried to restart it. It's pretty good shape overall. Here is the problem. Got fuel just leaking on out. Now I do have a rebuild kit from O'Reilly's. Shout out to Chris Fix. Always got good parts, but I don't think I'm gonna need the rebuild kit. I think it's just gonna need to be float adjusted. This is a Carter BBS single barrel carburetor on this slant 6. Been getting 35 miles a gallon in this car. Most people will be surprised to hear a carbureted car getting that kind of gas mileage. No telling how long it's been since this carb was messed with. When I got the car, it didn't need to be messed with. It just worked. Now I had to replace the radiator and water pump, fuel line, a little bit of wiring, overflow, new battery tray, master cylinder for the brakes. But I did not have to mess with this carburetor at all. These Carters, they got 4 screws that go all the way through the top down to the base plate or throttle body. But you don't have to take it all the way apart. You can just pull the top off, which is what I'm going to do. Hopefully, just adjust this float. Got this one last one. And pull this top part off. That actually looks kind of rough. May need to replace that plunger. Get you guys in here and take a look. We got some brass floats, and then the needle and seat. It's the seat. There's a needle down in here. When these float up, it closes off the fuel. Problem is, they're not floating up, I don't think. Or if they are, it needs to be adjusted to where it pushes the needle into the seat and closes off the fuel supply so it won't overflow it. So I'm gonna get a little bottle of gas and fill it up. Got a little bottle. I'm just gonna put gas in here. Yep, they are floating, but they're not adjusted right. It's not pushing that needle back. Get you guys in here, take a look. They are floating, but it's not pushing the needle back. So I'm gonna get in here and try to adjust this. And we'll go with that. Gasket looks decent. Could probably replace this accelerator pump. And there's one in that kit. Get this back together. Take too long getting in there and adjusting the float bowl a little bit. Now I don't tighten anything up until every bolt is in. Put a do like to get them started. I put every fastener back where it came from. And I just snug these. The gasket is supposed to do the work. And if it's a good gasket, you do not need to tighten these very tight. I'm sure this carburetor has been rebuilt many times. Now, I don't want the vehicle to start. I just want to crank it. So I've got my Lone Wolf 2000 set up here. I'm just gonna hit that starter and see what happens. Is it gonna leak or is it good now? Well, it looks dry. Got a little bit of fuel in the filter. That's it from Random Driveway. See you next time, guys.